What's going on, Bevy people? This is Marcus from the BevyVIP.com. Today, what we're going to do is go through some AVN stuff. On my YouTube channel, I had this video that was about AVN Stars, how to make posts, links, and how to use the clip store. And it looks like someone wrote in a comment here, which is great. And she wants to know if I can go over how to use groups and what kind of groups would someone use within AVN Stars profile. So the way I'm going to show this, well, first I should say that I've never used groups before. They seem to be pretty great, and we're going to go through some of the ways you can use them. And the problem is that I don't know all the ins and outs of how groups are used. So I'm going to explain to you what I do know, and then from there, there's one thing in particular that I don't understand what the differences is. So if anyone knows, please let us know in the comments below. Or if you start to use groups and you find out some information that I don't know, please let us know so that we can inform everybody involved. But if you go under your profile, now the way we're going to show this is I have two profiles loaded. The Marcus Bev profile, which is my profile that I'm using to do the tutorials, there's nothing on it. It's just the stuff I did in the last tutorials as examples, right? And then if we go to my other profile, now this is my Bevy VIP profile, which has a lot more stuff going on. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to set up a group in my Marcus Bev profile, and then I'm going to show you what that's going to look like to a person in public, like what they're going to see when they see it, because things always look different under the hood, under your screen, as opposed to what a subscriber or a follower sees under their screen. So what groups are used for, if you see on the top here, you got posts, photos, videos, links, clips. And now I went through all of those in this last tutorial here, which you can find on my YouTube channel. But the groups I didn't go into. And so that's what we're going to do today. Now, think of groups as a way of people have to pay to get into a group. So people can follow you for free. They can subscribe to you if you have a price set for subscriptions. If you don't have a price set for subscriptions, you don't have to worry about that. But then another thing is, within those followers, you can set up a group that certain people can pay to get into that group. And what you're going to do in that group is share exclusive photos or exclusive messages. Now, part of the question was, how would someone use groups? Now, you have to be creative about this. It could be that you have, teaser pics that are for free on your feed, and then you have some exclusive content, and then you have another tier of exclusive content for people specifically in groups. So what I'm going to use is I'm going to make a group. Now, this is a group that I'll make for, I'm not a model, so I don't necessarily have pics that I post of myself. But what I do is, we have our apparel shop, the Bevy VIP apparel shop, which has, right now we're running some sexy clothes for holidays to use for models. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a group that's for my apparel shop, and the people who are in that group will get to see the newest items we add to our store, and they'll get discounts that I'll offer to people who are in that group. Now, I've never set this up before, so we're going to do this first in my Marcus Bev account, and then I'll switch it to my other account. But I just want you to see how groups are made. So if you go to groups, like I said over here, and this is, if you're on your profile, if I go to my profile, this is your regular profile feed, and then you hit groups, and you'll see there's nothing here yet. So if we click new group, that's going to allow us to create a group, and we want to name our group. So let's name the group. I'm going to call it Bevy VIP apparel exclusive offers, right? And so this is a name. Now you can call this, with what your name is, exclusive photos, or you could do something where it's like goodnight kiss or something, something specific to people who are only in this group. Now enter a description. Get exclusive offers on our hottest new apparel. Right, so this is just an idea here, and then a price. Now you have to enter a price. It won't allow you to create the group unless there's a price added. So I'm going to keep it, just put it as $1 just to do the example here, and now add media. So if I click add media, and right now we're running, these are some of the ads we're running. So I'm going to use this image right here, add media, and then you want to set it to public. Now, as soon as you hit public, you're going to see if you want the members shown or not. You can either have none, where no members are shown, or the top 10 members. Now, who's going to be in the top? They're the people who are tipping the most that are within this group. So if you set a competitive type situation within this group, you might get fans who are going to try to tip more so they can rise up to the top. But right now, we're going to say show members none. And this next option is only available to existing subscribers. I recommend not clicking that. What you want is your followers who maybe are not subscribers yet, but maybe they want to join your group. If you have this clicked, then the only people who can actually join the group are people who are already subscribing. And so it's almost like redundant to subscribe to you and then also get into your group. And I think that's going to be a lot harder to be successful with. I think what you have a better chance of doing is offering follow for free, subscribe for a certain price, and then join a group for another price that's really cheap, and you can build up a group following there. And so we're going to not click that, and then we want to hit active because this is going to allow it to be shown to new users. So if we hit create, right, this goes through, and here we go. So now we have our picture on the side, and this actual format image is really great. I think this is like 350 by 600 or something like that. This actually looks really good. And then it gives the title and a description of what's going on. Now you see on the bottom that it's public. It's set to public. It's $1 to get into the group. It's active, and this shows how many members. So if you get like a lot of members in here, that's going to look good. And then a welcome message. So let's set up a welcome message, and let's just say, thanks for joining our group. Thanks for joining. And we'll say exclusive offers are on their way. Right. And so that's just a welcome message. And you can even hit a price so they see, so that if you set a price for that, as soon as they subscribe, they're gonna have to pay another price just to see this message, which is kind of ridiculous. So I don't think setting a price, but you could also add an image if you want. But we're gonna keep it like this, and we're gonna hit save. Right, and so then you can see here, groups saved successfully. Okay, so now we have our group. Now, if we go to our other profile, which is the Bevy VIP profile, different than the other one, and if we search for my profile, which is Marcus Bev, right? And that should take us to our profile. Let's see, yep, there we are. Now, just so you know, the reason I set this to $50 is because I don't want people subscribing yet to this. This is just the account I use to do tutorials with. So if we click this, this takes us to our profile. And now we see here, there's that Marcus has one group. If we click that, and it says the VIP Apparel Exclusive Offers group, and get exclusive offers on our hottest new apparel. Now to join the group, we would hit this, and what it's going to say is select entry level. So the minimum entry level is $1 because that's the minimum I set it to. Now, here's where I don't know exactly what the differences are. I think this is just the more you tip, the higher they'll be in the top 10 ranking. I don't think you get more things by selecting a more expensive tier. So this is just confusing to me because when I look in the group, there's nowhere where you can set like, oh, for $1 people, they get to see the text, but not the images. For $2 people, they get to see, something extra. I don't see tiers for that. So we're just going to click the $1, which is what it is right now. We're going to confirm it. Did that confirm? Yes. So now it's going through, and it's going to show that I'm successfully added to this group. Hopefully, let's see. Okay, there we go. You have joined the group. Okay, so now that I'm in the group, I can either leave the group, which doesn't make any sense because I just paid. Oh, and you also saw that it popped up that I have a new message, which is that welcome message. So let's click my messages, and we will see that under this, here's my welcome message. And it says, thanks for joining. The exclusive offers are on their way. And that's the message in that group. Now, I could tip to upgrade the level. Once again, doesn't make sense to me because all it's going to do is give me, I don't know, more options for giving more money, or I can leave the group. Now, this is how you use the group. So if we go back to the group navigation here, we already set our welcome message, which was already received. Now you'll also notice under notifications, it'll say that I joined the group a minute ago and I paid my $1. So now this is how you use it. If you go, so let's refresh this page. It looks like I got to refresh it. Let's see. There should be messages. Yeah. So this pops up now for messages, right? So now here's where we're going to add things to the feed that everyone in our group will see. So you can either schedule that if you wanted for a certain time. So you can make like a week's worth of messages with all different things in them and put them in this group. Now, if this is clicked, this makes no sense. This is the second thing that doesn't make sense. If this is clicked, they're not going to see it. I don't even understand why you would have that click. So just make sure you click that off. If this is clicked on, it's going to exclude the people who are AVN members that are in that group. I don't really get it. So now our message is, let's just say test message, or let's just say discount, the daily discount. Let's just call it that, the daily discount. And then let's say that's 25% off with this code. So this would be like something I would do, and the code would be AVN group, right? This is just an example. You can set a price for this. If you hit price, you can set the price that you want for them to see this message. You can also add some media to it. So let's just say I add this picture here. Let's do this one. We'll pick this picture, hit open, right? And so now what that'll be is I'll just send that, right? Okay, group message has been sent. Now, if I go back to my other account, you'll notice that you have a new message from Marcus Bev, which is the group. And so if I click this unread message, this is it. So there's the second one, right? The first one was this thank you. The second one was this. And then they'll basically have a feed of all the messages you're sending to the people in this group. So that's the basic idea with groups. Now, if they leave the group, they're going to have to pay to get back in. If they want to upgrade, which we don't understand what that means, maybe that puts them in the top 10, in which case you want to, when you set the group up, you know, under this, let's go back to the other page. If we go to the edit function, right, it looks like show members. If you hit top 10, maybe the top 10 members will be, let's click that and see what happens. Let's just hit save. Group successfully saved. And now let's go back to the public account, right? Let's refresh, see if this says anything. Leaderboard, okay. So then the leaderboard is going to be how many times I tipped in this group. And that's right there is the reason for, you're basically giving them incentive to hit the top 10. And so what you wanted right here, when you fill out this, right? So get exclusive offers, the hottest new apparel, top 10 subscribers will get an extra 20% off. Let's just say that, right? Like I'm just making this up right now as I go through this. So then if I hit save, this is great. So then we can go back to our public account, see what it looks like. This will show the leaderboard. And so top 10 people. So what you can do is say the top 10 people will get a video clip from this past weekend's fun that I had. And then that'll make people tip a little bit more to try to hit the top 10. And then at the end of the week, you can send those top 10 people exclusive thing for them. So anyway, that's what groups are. I think that all these different functions within AVN are just awesome. And you need to try them out. You need to try the different things. Obviously, you want to get your post going so your feed looks good, so that when people first get here, there's a lot of people that can see a lot of stuff going on. And then that'll help you build your photos. You'll help you build your videos. Your links could be linked to anything externally, right? Your clips are going to be the clip store that you want to sell. Now you can put stuff in here. So let's say you have a clip in here that's $10. Well, you can offer that same clip in your groups and say, get discount offers on some of the newest clips. And they can get first dibs to buy that clip, and then maybe after a week or two, those clips can go to your clip store. You know, you just have to be creative with how you're managing, giving people something special for joining groups. Now you can make a bunch of groups. You can have a group that's for, like I said, you can have a group that's, let's say it's public images of you. And that group, in that group, all it is the images you take of yourself in public. Then let's say the second group is, you know, boy girl content. And then the third group that you have for yourself is lingerie. Like, I'm just trying to give you ideas, but get creative with it. Join some groups. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know, we're still building this, and we're offering a whole bunch of different tutorials. We have AVN tutorials. We have OnlyFans tutorials. We also offer benefits to people who sign up with our links. I'm also doing, you know, one-on-one projects with people who sign up with my links, which are going to be a lot of fun once I pick the right people. Some people have already inquired about it, but I have picked some people, and I'm still looking to pick more people that fit in with my time. I'm super busy, but yeah. And then go check out our website, thebevyvip.com. We have this offers right now for a bunch of holiday teaser type clothing that you can purchase. It's super cheap. The stuff is like, it's going to be the lowest price stuff you could find. The problem is that it does take a little time to ship because we're running free shipping and it's a little expensive. So what you want to do is, for the free shipping, to get the free shipping, you want to order the stuff now so you get it before the holiday season so that you can do your promo material for your AVN Stars or OnlyFans account. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to shut this down, maybe sleep for a little bit for once. And that message was for people who wrote, it looks like Ainsley, who wrote that question. So hopefully that answered your question. If anybody has questions, put them in the comments below, and we will try to answer them as soon as I can. All right, everybody. This is Marcus from the Bevy VIP. Good night.